What's up, snipers, and welcome back to our Minnesota Wild GM mode. So, in last episode, we were in round 2 once again, but unfortunately, we couldn't get it done as we ran into a really hot Winnipeg Jets team. They had the best first line pretty much in the entire league, consisted of Patrick Laine, Mark Scheifele, and Kyle Connor, and that's probably why we lost, because I think Scheifele had a point in every single game. Laine had close to a point a game, and same with Kyle Connor. So those three completely destroyed us. As well, we didn't score as much as I'd like to. Like, we had 2 good games. Well, this game was a good game for offense. But then the other games, we didn't score more than 2 goals. So we weren't the most offensive team in that series. But hopefully next year is even better. At least we got a bit of experience with this series too. So anyways, we're up here at the draft in the offseason. I'm not sure what we're going to do when it comes to drafting. I know we do need more size because I was comparing player heights and weight and all that stuff. And our average weight in the team is only like 197 pounds. So we need to get maybe a bit bigger. So if we could find some like big wingers, like guys that are over 200 pounds, maybe those would be the good guys to draft. So we're going to start up by drafting, and then we might make some trades in the offseason. I don't know for sure. And I don't know who we're going to release and all that kind of ideas. So let's start up with the draft. I don't know when we're picking. I remember if we have our first round pick. You guys literally would have just watched the episode yesterday if you would have seen it when it came out. So we used to have one. Okay, so we're picking it at the 23rd spot. So that's pretty solid. Let's just see actually what's on the trading block out there first before we do the drafting. So let's go to, not there. I want to go skaters matching block. There you go. Hampus Lindholm, that's nice, but he's 80, or not 80, what the heck? He's 32 years of age, 4 years left. That's not too bad, but I don't have anything really that much trade value to bring in Hampus Lindholm, and I don't have the use for any vets or defensemen, really. What the hell? How did that back out? Anybody young? Let's just see if there's any young guys on the team. We'll sort by potential. If we could find some young guys, that would be good. Arizona has nothing available. Boston, Dominguez, low top 4 defenseman, but he's already 22, so I don't think this guy's going to be an NHL player. Buffalo has Nylander, but he hasn't got a lot of trade value, actually, but we don't really need somebody like him. Let's see. Cavallo, medium top 4 defenseman, 75, and he's a 21-year-old. That's interesting. He's got pretty solid shooting stats already. His puck skills are really good. His passing's really good. So he might be one of those good guys like Eric Brandstrom, but I don't know what we'd have to trade for him. He doesn't have that much trade value. Let's just see if we could pick up him maybe. But I don't know why we would need another defenseman, because we have a lot of guys already. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna even make a trade right now. We might just wait till afterwards anyway. So the Washington Capitals have the first overall pick, so this is their first time having the first overall pick, I think, since like Alexander Ovechkin, and they choose the medium franchise vet. He's only a 73 out of the draft, so this draft might be a little bit weaker for terms of overall wise, but they at least got a franchise player. That's nice for the Washington Capitals, picking up somebody to replace Ovechkin finally, and they'll probably get it back to the playoffs too. Doan goes to Detroit. Okay, I don't even know what's supposed to go in this draft, so let's just go through the teams until we get to our pick. So VC for our first this year and a third. No, I don't like that. I don't want to give up our first necessarily. Let's see, Jimmy VC, 2 years left, so basically 1 year left. 85 overall, that's not too bad. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to make that deal, because I don't really want to move our first, I think. So let's keep on going. Brandon Carlo for first. A lot of teams offering us some trades. I'll look into all of them just because we might pull the trigger on one of them. 83 overall, no thanks. I don't even really need a defenseman, so why am I looking at this trade? Because I think we're going to have, like, Seabrook maybe make the NHL next season. I don't know. a 4th and a 5th for our 3rd. No, thank you. I don't want to move back in the draft. I want to keep my 3rd. You know, let's just sim to user pick, and then we'll check who went before us. Palmieri, you know, he's probably pretty old. Alex Tuck for a 1st. Bring back Tuck to the Wild because he was originally a Minnesota Wild draft pick. But then Vegas took him in an expansion draft just recently. Second line forward at 83. And he's already 30. No, thank you. That'd be interesting. Nope. Max Domi. Interesting here. Let's see. How good is Max Domi? He's also got one of those 1 year left kind of guys. 83. A lot of these guys are dropping off though, so. Okay, so there was a medium elite defenseman that literally just went right before our pick, unfortunately. Anything else that's interesting? I'm going to kind of slow it down because I have to get this stuff for the Google Sheets page. Let's see. There you go, Jeff Logan Cashman. That guy must be the Cashman from your New Jersey Devils GMO's brother. Okay, so I don't know what we could even get. Let's see if there's anybody that's a big player because we want more size on our team because, like I said, we're a really small team. Goaltending wise, we already have a lot of goalie prospects. Let's see, the center, 5'10", 169. He's really small. Reginald Maselli, 5'9" again. A lot of small guys right now. 6'3", 189. That's still not a lot of weight. High top 9, 17. This guy might be interesting. 6 feet, 182. I don't know if I should go by size though. Nikushkin. What about this Clubbertance guy? Exact top 9 forward, 5'10". Let's just go to this last first rounder. 6'3", 207. That's a lot of size. But he might end up being like a 7th defenseman, but he's 17. I don't know which one would be the best potential-wise. Let's just sort by potential actually first. Because I forget who there was. Anybody first round or second round? High top 6 forward. You know what? We could go with this guy. 6'1", 195. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to go with this guy just because. Or should I go with that defenseman? You know, I'm going to go with this guy. So welcome aboard Matthew Colombe from the Cape Breton Screaming Eagles. Hopefully he's a medium top 6, and he is. So that was a pretty solid pick, actually, considering he was actually supposed to go next round. Let's see who goes after him. Oh, medium elite goaltender. Should have drafted a goalie, but we have still a lot of goalie prospects, like I said, so it doesn't really matter. High top 9 for McKelly. That would have been nice, too. Kushkin, all these guys are medium top 6, so I think we made the wrong choice. There's another medium elite goaltender. Damn. I don't want to trade for this pick. Okay, let's see what Arizona got, and then we will continue drafting. This might be a bit of a longer episode again because it's going to be the entire offseason. So Man was a top 6 forward, and he goes to Arizona. So let's send him to our pick now. And just keep picking. So Ryan Murphy, no thanks, I don't want Ryan Murphy back. He's probably dropped off considerably. Nazem Kadri for a 2nd and a 3rd. Let's see this. The 2nd's for next year as well. Kadri's got 1 year left pretty much. But he's already 35, no thank you. Good veteran, but still. A 4th and a 4th for our 3rd, no thank you. I'd want to keep our 3rd because there's that one guy I was looking at. Eric Carlson for a 2nd and a 5th. He's only got 1 year left too. Now that is an interesting offer, but he's only an 82 now. Yeah, I think he's going to be like the same situation with Taze. He would have been just a rental if we would have taken that on. Let's decline that. A 5th and for a 5th and Dotchin, no thanks. Columbus's 4th, which is ahead of our 4th for Shing, and our 4th. So we move up in the 4th spot. Shing is a top 9. Is he medium top 9? No, he's low top 9. But he's been growing pretty good, so. And he's produced down there in Iowa, so I'm not going to accept that trade. A lot of trade offers coming in. Now we have our 3rd round pick. I guess we traded away our 2nd. Yeah, I think we traded away our 2nd. Dadonov, okay. Let's just sort by potential. Is that high elite guy still there? Please be. No, he's not, but there's a high top 6, 4th rounder. What about what's supposed to go right now? Cicito, Fern starter, high top 9 Ford, and Leclerc. Louis Leclerc, 6'3", 200. That's pretty big. Any centers? Because we might need more center prospects. McClellan, low bottom 6 Ford. This guy's probably not that good. 6'4", 204 though. You know what? Let's just bring this guy in. I know he has low bottom 6 potential, but medium bottom 6. Hopefully he grows to be something. Like he could play in the AHL right away. Bottom 6s usually don't grow that good. This draft hasn't been that good actually in general. No, thank you. I think I'm just gonna auto sim the rest of the draft and have the computer find us somebody. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, just because or else this video might go a little bit too long. So sim the entire draft. Hopefully the computer could find us deals. So after McClellan, they get us McIntyre, Henderson, Tootin, and Coletta. Like at this stage, I don't really care about what prospects we get because we have already a really good prospect group. I just want to grow those guys. So let's go on to the re-sign stage. I think the big contract we have to re-sign this year is Bear Schultz. Otherwise, there's nobody huge. So we should be able to get mostly everybody back. Like I think we have maybe a 2 to 3 year time frame to win a Stanley Cup because we're going to lose a lot of guys if we don't, I think. So UFAs, or we could just go all expiring actually. So we got Bear Schultz, the big one to sign back. Bruce Ruchin, those two guys I want to get back a lot. Both of them want extensions as well. Hartman wants to go. Patan wants an extension. Interesting. Same with Taze. Mallet does not want an extension, so that sucks. We signed him in free agency just last year. He wants to go right away. Gooley does not want an extension. Same with him, actually. Huh. Okay, so yeah, there's not that bad of players to re-sign. Who about for goaltenders? Saros and Hedigan. So it's not that bad. I'm going to re-sign everybody that I can on some good deals if I can. And I'll see you guys in a second. Okay guys, so I got everybody back pretty much. I released a couple players like Ryan Hartman. And I also released UC Saros because I think we need a new backup. Because if we could get a really good backup, we might have a better chance of winning a Stanley Cup. But I did lock up Bear Schultz for 5 years. So he's good till he's 26, making $7.5 million. And then I also signed Ruchin for a $7 million 5-year contract. So he's good till he's 30. Hopefully these guys continue to play really good because Ruchin's been like a really good passer and he's gotten a lot of fights and he's helping out the team defensively, I think. And then Bear Schultz as well, he's been doing everything. Last year in the playoffs, he had 12 points in 12 games. So I'm hoping he is our first line center for this coming season. So those are the contract situations. Now let's just quickly check what do we need to go after in free agency other than a backup goalie. So center-wise, we are more than good. I did get Taze also back on a 1-year deal because his defensive stats I think should be still good for next year. And he did end up playing solidly, I think, by the end of the season. Kaprizov, Richie, Gonchar. Yeah, Hecht is going to be probably in the NHL this season. Like, he's going to end up doing what Gonchar did the year before. So he's going to jump up to a 78. So we might have these two guys in our lineup, or one of them in the lineup. So we might need one left winger at least. Right winger wise, I think, yeah, we might need maybe just one right winger. So one right winger, one left winger, and defensively 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need one more defenseman, I think, as well. So yeah, okay. So we need a backup goaltender. We need one left winger, one right winger, and one defenseman. So we should be able to get those in free agency. Hopefully there's some solid players available. Like I said, I want a nice backup considering Saros was like an 81. So if we could find a goaltender that's like an 83 or 84 to play behind Corson, that would be pretty good. So Philip Forsberg, let's see. Let's go UFAs though because we don't want any RFAs. Goaltender first because that's I know what we need. Korobov, 82, medium elite starter, but he never grew to that starting role. How much in cap do we have? $18 million. Eric Comrie, wow, he grew to an 89, and the Jets couldn't re-sign him. He's one of the goaltenders that we had to face in the playoffs, and same with Connor Hellbuck, actually, for that matter. Gulius, 26 though already. Luke Conan might not be that bad. 82, 27 years of age. Either him. Actually, let's just go after Korobov. Give him a... Yeah, let's just give him what he wants, pretty much. Maybe a bit more than that. 2 years at 4.4. And then we need, like I said, another defenseman. We're going to sign the other players on 1-year contracts, so that way we could maybe release them after this year. And just in case we have AHL guys ready, so Vili Polka. Let's see, John Klingberg. No, John Klingberg should be good. He's old, but on a 1-year deal. I know he wants a lot of money though for 1 year. Anybody just want a tiny bit of salary for 1 year? John Carlson. Let's just sort by potential, actually. Exact elite. Anybody have good overall, good potential? There you go. Sanheim, maybe I won't get a defenseman, or maybe I should. Jake McCabe, we could probably get him. 1-year deal. 5.9, that's a lot of money, but whatever, just 1 year. So we should have like $9 million left if we get those guys. And then we just need one more of each winger. There's some medium elite potential players, but I want to snag those guys up. I want my prospects to play. So left wingers, Albeline. Oh, there's that Albeline, Thomas Albeline guy. You know what? I'm going to actually give him a contract. 1 year at 2.4. So there you go. Because I wanted to trade for him like way back when this GM mode started, because we had an Albeline in Vancouver, if you guys watched that series. So, and a right winger. Owen Tippett is not bad. He only wants 1 year as well, actually. So we'll do that. He also was in our Canucks GM mode, so we'll give those guys 1 year contracts. Hopefully they all want to come sign with us, and hopefully we don't run into roster spots problems. So let's sim to next season and see if we could get those guys. So McCabe has accepted, Tippett has accepted, Albeline's accepted, and Korobov has accepted. So I'll see you guys up here at the start of next season with the lines. Okay guys, so here are the lines for our NHL squad. So starting on the first line, we have Richie, Schultz, and Kaprizov. Schultz has grown to an 87 and a first line forward, just like I wanted. So that's awesome. So that line's going to be really good. They were good in the playoffs last year. Our mission right now is to get a cup for Kaprizov, Granlund, and some other old veterans before they retire. Then we also got Nick Petan, who's 31, alongside of Granlund, who dropped to an 83, but he's still listed as a second line forward, so I have him still in the second line spot. And we have Luke Kunin on the wing. Or we could actually, no, they both have the same face-offs. And then at the third line, we have Owen Tippett, who we signed just in free agency, even though he's a right winger. We have him there. And then we have Sure here. Even though Sure is a better overall than Granlund, he's still listed as a third line scoring forward. So we're going to keep him in his spot. Hopefully he grows to a second line center soon. And then Eric Fitzgerald is also on the third line. He's listed as a third line scoring forward, and he's an 81. His shooting category is growing, which is even crazy because he's already got a really good shooting category, and he's only 20. We're gonna have to re-sign him, I think, at the end of this season. So we're probably gonna have to give him a big contract, like another 5-year deal, kind of have him like around the same contract length as Bear Schultz. And then on the fourth line, we got Thomas Albeline, who we just picked up. He's got okay defensive stats. We got Jonathan Toews, who dropped off a lot, but he's still got pretty good defensive stats. And same with Tommy Kilger is also on the fourth line. Yeah, Tommy Kilger seems like he's capped off around there, so oh well, but that's not that bad. Our team looks better than last year. And then defensively, we got Ruchin with Dumba. Hopefully we could get Dumba a cup before he retires. He's already 32, and he's got 2 years left, so after this season, we might have to trade him away. Then we also got Chuck Knubel, Kent Hodges, Jake McCabe, and Victor Schrader. And then in net, we have Darcy Corson, 87, and Korobov, 82. In scratch, we have Gonchar, who's actually up to a 79 now, and listed as a fourth liner, but I'm not going to play him. And we also have Isaac Lundestrom, who's going to be just a depth guy. And he's listed now as a bottom 6 forward because I guess his potential never grew. So that's our NHL squad. Now let's edit the lines for our AHL squad because we have to do that still. So anybody that's not playing that we want to have playing. Jelena, what was his potential? Top 9. Yeah, we want some of these guys playing. I want Baran to play though. Kuiper's past his prime probably. So he'll be replaced by Yolonen. Because Yolonen seems to be growing pretty good. 19 and he's 62 already. So Shing, I'm going to actually have to replace you, I think. Because you're a low top 9. Let's see. 20 years of age for there. 21 for Stallberg. Let's put in Jelena. And Griffin, you're also going to get replaced by Stallberg. We're going to get those veteran guys in more. Well, less veterans. Jesus Bull is up to a 69, but not growing much. And Seabrook's growing to a 74, so he's taking his time still to grow, unfortunately, but whatever. Huey Sabarin. Wow, Sabarin's there as a 59. Interesting. But he's actually, yeah, he's pretty solid for a 59, I think. And Ford's playing defense. Interesting. I guess we don't have enough defensemen again. It's kind of annoying. And then goaltending, Simon and McQuaid. I want my medium elite goaltender playing though. Like Simon's growing really good for a fringe starter. It's really weird because he was scratched like last year, I think. So I'll put Sammy Salo in. He's only a 57. He might end up being like Nicholas Whiting and scratched anybody that we don't want to scratch. Eric Goligoski, low top 6. I want him playing kind of. Who could we take out though? Prokhorkin, yeah, he's an AHL top 6 guy. He's been a really good producer down there, but I want to put in Eric Goligoski since he's got potential instead. And Malone's up to a 70, so Malone might be one of those guys we see in the NHL in a couple seasons. This one was the second line center behind Cooperman, and that should be good. Okay, so that's the lines anyways, guys, for this season. Let's just see the captaincy. Who did they assign it? Still to Sure? Yeah, same with Sure, and Dumba and Granlund still assistants. I think eventually we want to make Bear Schultz captain, but I don't really want to take it away from Sure, because Sure is still a really good leader for a third liner, so... But yeah, that's going to do it, guys, for this episode. So I guess, yeah, next episode, we're going to sim the entire season probably and get back to the playoffs again just because I want to get that Stanley Cup done. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time.